I think people have to take this seriously. I mean, otherwise they could come with me and go into ICU.
COVID-19 cases in Florida spiked more than 60% today, with nearly 9,000 new cases, and that sets a new record high for the fourth time in the past week. These cases are mostly rising among young people who don't tend to get as sick from the virus. But 8 on Side's Evan Donovan has been digging into data and talking to experts. He joins us now live just outside of TGH to explain why that may not be a good thing. Evan.
Good evening, Josh. Cases are way up, but hospitalization and death rates have been steadily going down. Still, public health experts are very worried about this recent surge because of what it means for people in our community who aren't young and healthy.
We're all afraid.
Sade Reed is a certified nursing assistant at Northside Hospital in St. Petersburg. She was one of about 20 protesters outside the hospital Friday, upset about what they claim is a lack of personal protective equipment.
It's definitely gotten better than what it was in the beginning, but it's still being rationed off.
Reed says if people won't protect themselves, they should think about first responders.
I'm worried about myself, definitely, especially my daughter, who she suffers from asthma, and I don't want to take this infection home to her.
Cases are surging among young people, and as of now, they're not getting as sick. Hospitalization rates and death rates have been steadily dropping over the past month, but there are other factors.
We are placing our first responders at greater risk.
Dr. Jay Wolfson of USF Public Health points out that those young people will likely pass along the virus to older and more vulnerable people. And there's typically a 2 to 3 week lag between case increases turning into more hospitalizations and deaths. And that can impact anyone who needs health care for any reason.
So for those people who don't have COVID, who have just a heart attack, or who have just a stroke, or who need serious orthopedic surgery or neurosurgery, the hospitals are going to be filled with COVID patients. And as we saw in March, April, and May, those patients had to wait.
It's important to keep an eye on testing data as well, Josh. Florida set a record high for number of tests today, more than 70,000.
The big debate, Evan, though, does that explain the huge increase in the cases? More testing means more cases. Where do we stand on that?
Unfortunately, no. Not only has the testing gone up, but so has the percentage of positive cases among those tests. 15% reported today. That's up 6% in just the last 2 weeks. That means the virus is spreading faster as more people in our community catch it.
Yeah, it's a lot to digest, and anxiety in a lot of people is going up. That is for certain. Evan Donovan live for us in Tampa. Thanks for the update, sir.